This shit ain't no glitch. I watched this. I've been watching the whole fucking after hours and pre-market. I ain't slept at all. I should have. I need to. My eyes are already trying to close. But this shit's done happened twice now. And this is that shit I look at and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how would this doesn't make any sense? I was watching on the 5 minute and earlier, right when the market opened, this bitch started. It was looking like it was going up, and then immediately this fucking big gigantic red candle. It looked like that should be down here. Then it's fucking weird. It's weird. Started running, and then this bullshit immediately. And the same thing here, but I was watching this on the 1 minute, and this bitch just started running. I mean, it was doing this little bullshit, and then it just gapped up, and then half a second went from 45.74 straight green fucking candle, big ass green candle, all the way up to whatever this is, 47.12. And it was just a split second was a gigantic green candle, and then immediately this big red thin ass line. 419,000 shares in pre-market. And for those of you that don't know, I'm going to scroll through the volume here. You just keep an eye on where the volume's at and what it typically looks like in the pre-market. Yeah, it's usually that type of shit. You'll see hundreds, a couple thousand, like that right there. 10 to 20,000 is typically pretty big. It's a big ass order. And this bitch just ran up. I'm telling you, big ass green candle. And only for half a second. And then fucking big old red bullshit bar of almost 500,000 fucking shares. That's craziness. That's wild. But those are those points, though, that I used to look at back when they were super duper manipulating the fuck out of this right at 4 o'clock, the 4:05 bar. And then we'd look at the 7, and 7's whatever. And then you'd have the 8 o'clock bar, 8:05. That was fucking just crazy looking, always. So, we'll see what happens. I don't know if they're going to let it run or if they're trying to gauge what they need to fucking push it down as soon as the bell goes. Because again, history would suggest, based on everything's basically been following damn near to a T the same pattern that it did last week. So we should fucking see some straight up buying pressure at the opening. But I don't know what the fuck they're doing here. I don't know what this was. That's crazy. 500,000 in the pre-market. That's fucking wild. We'll see. They may be setting up for a big move, or they may be just gauging what they're going to need to negate the buying power and kind of keep it neutral. I have no idea. I'm just trying to keep my eyes open and make it to the first hour of today when the bell opens. Oh, that's crazy, man. I hate seeing shit like that. And don't fucking have an explanation for why it does that specifically. It's wild. Yeah, like this looks like shorting. All this going on right now, all of this looks like shorting. And all this looked kind of normal, kind of. But all this now, every bit of this looks like shorting. This even looks like returns and then shorting. Starting to get that parallel symmetrical bullshit. We'll see what they do. We'll see. We still got another hour and a half before it opens. An hour before the pre-market opens. So let's see what they're trying to get away with. I'll check back in the first hour, maybe right before the bell.